Metropolitan Tokyo has an outstanding infrastructures for biking. Do you want to go somewhere else to relax at the middle of the city? Welcome to Ueno Park. Ueno Park is situated in Metropolitan Tokyo's Taito City. This is also called Ueno Onshi Park. For a huge and highly urbanized city of Metropolitan Tokyo, it is very important to have this open space park for people's leisure, nature balance, and history keeping among the people. Ueno Park is indeed a citadel for culture, belief, history, and tradition of the people. The park occupies the site of former Kanejin Temple, closely related to Tokugawa Shogun. During the ancient times, the entire space used to be a cove of the Tokyo Bay. Eventually, the sea withdrew, leaving behind extensive marshland. I really love this place. It is indeed an embodiment of old and new traditions of the Japanese people. This park is highly popular for its hanami or sakura blossom viewing. For having been planted with 1,200 cherry trees, this is really outstanding. During the late March to early April, Ueno Cherry Blossom Festival is being held in this park. So, this is one of the most favorite spots for Japanese families. This park houses the different temples and historical buildings and monuments, like saying that Ueno Park was founded by Kaneji in 1625, and then later on it was destroyed and being restored, and it was established again in 1873, which is a land formerly belonging to the temple of Kaneji. So if you visit this park, you will feel a high sense of culture, a very nice history, as if you are looking back to the literature, you are looking back to the dawn of time. This war statue depicts incomplete family caused by the war. The stone statue immortalizes the lesson of the World War II and the peacekeeping promise of today and tomorrow. I visited this park in 2017, and every time I come back here, there is a new experience, new vision, and new excitement in the area. This statue of a man, a samurai man and a dog represents Ueno Park. This is a very important symbol in order to immortalize Saigo Takamori, because during 1828, he is one of the most influential samurai in Japanese history who led Meiji Restoration. This is one of my most favorite spots, where Ueno Park is facing the city. For a person living in a city, it is very important to have a leisure space for you to rejuvenate yourself and get in touch with nature. So I think this is very relaxing and could also make you energized. Sakura blossom is one of the most celebrated and appreciated flower in Japan. Because of this, people learn to accept that beauty is not permanent, that they have to accept that everything in this earth are just temporary and not permanent. Great Japanese personalities had imprinted their palm on this site, creating monuments. Ueno Park is very wide, that it houses almost all the significant historical and cultural properties of Japan. You are presently looking at the Museum of Nature and Science. Kapinodai Fountain at the middle of the park serves as a relaxation site. If you want to learn about history of Tokyo and Japan, you have to visit this place. There is a minimal and very affordable entrance fee before you can enter the Tokyo National Museum. So this is worth of your time. You have to visit this place to learn more about Japan and its glorious past. This place looks so amazing, as if you are walking back in time of history. This is just behind the Tokyo Museum. The roads are very clean, very relaxing, good for biking. This is a statue of one of the most important microbiologists in Japan. His name is Hideo Noguchi, celebrating its contribution to development of science in Japan. The space affects how you think, how you feel, and how you heal. So this is very important at the middle of the metropolitan Tokyo City. We experienced very exciting things and saw many outstanding monuments and buildings. But before we get back home, we visited the International Library for Children. This houses many books from around the world, stories about the human values intended to teach children. It also fosters their advocacy to develop reading as a fundamental skill of learning among the Japanese people. I am very impressed by the architecture of this building and the way they perfectly restored it. This is truly impressive. It actually looks like one of the neoclassical buildings in the Philippines, the National Museum, and the rest. I think they were built at the same time. We passed by an antique shop and it's really nice. We are now getting back home and we truly had a fun. We conclude that UENO is really worth visiting.